What's going on, guys? It's Danny from Slow Restoration, and I would love to be driving the Krypton Camaro, but as you can see, it snowed again. So it's gonna mess up our plans a little bit for today. We'll just adjust and do something different. We're actually gonna take a break from Project LSXTREME just for a little bit, and we're gonna work on this subframe. Now this subframe is the subframe that came out of that Camaro. The guy actually, we pulled that car apart. He took it home, completely stripped it down, had it sandblasted, unbolted everything, had it sandblasted and brought it back. Now a very common on these first gen and actually second gen 2 Camaro Firebird subframes is rust right here at the body mount. As you can see, that's the size of the hole is supposed to be, and they just get enlarged and they get very thin. The rubber just holds moisture. This side's the worst. This side's a little better, but still it's thinner than it should be. So what we're gonna do, we're actually just gonna take and cut that out, and we'll get new pieces made, that hole punched in there, the correct size, and we'll make it out of probably a little bit thicker material than that. Like I said, we'll cut this out, we'll take that, get a piece made, we'll bring that piece back and fit it, make it a little bit smaller than this opening, and we'll weld that in solid, grind it off smooth, and you won't ever be able to tell it was repaired, and it'll be just as strong as the original was. So that being said, we got our safety glasses for safety, we got a cutoff wheel for cutting. Let's get to work. We got our pieces cut out here. As you can see, we want big enough to get rid of any of the pitted out, rusted area. We dropped our pieces off at the welding shop. They're gonna fabricate us up some new pieces to fit in here. I didn't worry about squaring these up or measuring, I just cut them. So they're actually gonna punch the hole in the plate, make the plate bigger, and then mark off of our old pattern and shear it down to size. So when I bring them back, I'll just be able to slip these in and they'll match this pattern, be a little bit smaller, roughly a 1/16 inch all the way around, and then we'll just weld that up solid. And that, like I said, once we grind that off and smooth it, you'll never even notice it. All right, we got our shoveling done for the day, I think. And we also got a call from the machine shop, and our plates are finished up. We picked them up, they look good. As you can see, they're real close to the same size. That's not how that goes. I think it goes this way. So it's real close. You can see how rusted out that hole got. We compare this one wasn't as bad. So the hole's real close to what it was. But that's what happens, these things rust out and get weak. So the only way to fix them is cut them out and repair them. Now we just need to get them welded into the frame. We got these fitted in there. Obviously I'm gonna have to tune them up a little bit. Take a little bit off here and there, make them fit. We have a decent gap here and there. If I can get a little bit more gap here and get that twisted a little bit, we'll be in good shape. Kind of same thing with the other side. We'll just get them tuned up, then we'll get them tacked in there, get them welded in place. Got these dialed in pretty good. So you can see it fits in there nice. Got a nice gap, got a nice bevel on this piece so we can fill it in with the weld. Same way with this side. Fell off, but fits in there nicely. Got them tacked in place. They look all leveled off. So let's get some beads on there. Get these things welded in solid. We got a nice bead of weld around there. Both sides. It's looking good. Now we're going to take our die grinder here, 36 grit wheel, and we'll smooth them off and then polish them up with something a little finer. All right, got it ground off and metal finished. Looks pretty good. I could keep going and get every last bit of that out, but this is going to be in between the frame and the body, and it's going to have a bushing over top, and we're going to paint it, so that is more than good enough. Same way with this side. It's looking really, really good. Now on the inside, you can always tell when you have, I welded this from the top. And we're going to look at the bottom here, and you can see the penetration went right through both plates. So we won't have to do any welding at all. I'm going to clean up the bottom just a little bit and then call that good. This side's a little dark, but it's the same way. We have the penetration came right through both plates. So we're good to go there too. So that's a really good repair. That's just as strong, if not stronger than the original. We went with just a tiny bit thicker plate. And we're down here at the paint shop. We have all the parts for the 69 Camaro. The front end parts were all blasted, so we're getting ready to shoot some epoxy primer and shoot some black base clear on them. We have parts kind of set up everywhere. We have the cab for LSXTREME covered up for now. We'll get back on that real soon as we get all these parts out of our way. All right, guys, it's taken that primer a little bit longer than usual to dry. It's probably because of the weather, but as soon as it dries good, we have a 24-hour window to top coat that. We will spray that with black base and then clear coat. As soon as that's done, we will drag this subframe down there, hang it up like we did the frame on the LSXTREME. Hang it up and spray some epoxy primer and base black and clear coat also. So I think that's going to do it for today. Actually, as long as the weather holds out tomorrow, we do have a guest coming by, and we're actually going to be working on a Mustang, believe it or not. So tune back in to see how that works out. Thanks for tuning in today. Have a good day.